This is one of those offensive performances that I'll never forget. What a game.
Wait, actually, let me go back. Why am I going to that? I'm not even supposed to be going to that. I'm goofy.
Today, Stadium in New Jersey. It's a special Saturday edition of the NFL on E!
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland, Ohio. The veteran Dustin Hopkins has this one teed up, and we are underway here in Cleveland. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
Picked
off by Newsom.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Andre Cisco there on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Bro, how, bro? But if he was open, bro, the fuck? Some bullshit. Hate this game, bro. Some bullshit. The same exact shit, bro. Some bullshit, nigga. Some bullshit. Some bullshit.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here now a 3rd and 20. Now Lawrence. That's complete to Parker Washington. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Watson on first down.
Damn, this O-line garbage, nigga.
Down he goes. That is Josh Hines Allen working his way in
that
for the
O-line is
sack.
garbage, nigga.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man.
Garbage ass O-line,
and
bro.
he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Watson going to change the look here. Again, they turn to Ford. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Damn, bro, he was holding.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag.
Damn, why did I take it? My dumb ass.
On the defense.
Yeah,
my dumb ass.
So the ball's moved to about the 1
ass,
after the
bro.
penalty. 1st and goal.
How the fuck do I do that?
Ford.
How do I fuck? I got it.
The end zone for a Browns touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive is 6 on the scoreboard.
That's caught, and that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Looking long for Thomas.
Yeah, nigga, go on, boy. I ain't gonna lie, that was nice, though. That was nice. I blew coverage. That was nice. BTR, don't joke, bro. Burnt that boy. I was so off on that sack.
Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. The defense stands tall, and they're going to hold on to their 8-6 lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to go here. He
of course, with his shitty-ass O-line, bro. This O-line's so shit, bro. It's so shit. It's so shit, bro. I don't even say it, just a shitty O-line, bro.
And Charles, look at the big
shitty O-line.
Rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal.
Fucking
he thinks he's
bullshit.
the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg.
Bruh, this fucking O-line, bro. What the fuck?
Devon Hamilton gets him
O-line garbage, nigga.
What great push up front. Gonna need something special here
fucking
on 3rd
garbage
and long after
O-line,
that
bro.
sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal?
Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback.
Mama, they raised no
bitch. They were
bitch.
getting after him, and they tightened down on the receiver.
Mama, they raised no bitch, bro.
Incompletion.
Raised no bitch.
Struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
I'm a clown, bro. I'm a clown.
Antonio Johnson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a
all right, let's play for real, bro. Let's play for real.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Good game, Jags won.
From 6 yards away.
It's still early, but shit, they might get it.
Add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it.
I need to get my shit in order, bro. It's a good game right now. He's on my head, bro. He's on my head.
Team now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Come on, Nick Chubb.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Bro, go to the 1st down marker. You could barely go to that shit.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Scared in the pocket. Scared in the pocket.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive.
Let's see what they got.
Exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Try this guy.
2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson.
Damn it, Elijah Moore. Fucking doo-doo.
Down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one. And
bro, I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I don't want to hear that shit.
A little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about.
Don't want to hear that shit, bro.
Looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Out quickly to Judy. And he's
going to hear that shit,
another
bro.
1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 33. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air yet again, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars
I had to throw that shit away.
At their own 12-yard line. I'm
Damn.
not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming.
The only way he's losing this with the Wi-Fi.
A little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, we just take the field goal, bro.
They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Hopkins' kick is good, and that gets him back within 10. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most
Elijah
people think
Moore
losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They run with Ford. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now Watson going to get this into the hands of Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not
before he gets
into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. This is Ford. And And they'll be inside the
That's what I'm talking about. That was a good run, boy. That was a good run.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On the ground, it's Ford. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go with Chubb on second down. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
These are the best plays they can come up with. My God, the Browns got a terrible fucking play call sheet.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on
shitty play calls, bro.
Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Watson. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Jerome Ford with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game.
Light work. That was a bad kick.
Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game,
that was nasty. I ain't gonna lie.
You need to slow
I'm being a
change because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Got to get the ball back.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Lawrence going to throw again. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On play action, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight
Fucking
end.
garbage DBs, bro.
First
Niggas
and
can't
10,
get to
they've
shit.
got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Lawrence. Complete to Washington. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Again, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throw left side, taken in by Washington.
How, bro?
Touchdown.
That shit should have been the Russell Wilson pick.
From 3 yards out. And the Jaguars get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Damn. Even if I make the 2, still fucking down.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Maybe I try to get a field goal quick. Nacho.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Just had to throw that shit out.
Incomplete.
Fucking O-line is garbage,
in this
bro.
game. Offensive line unable
Fucking
to keep
garbage.
leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another
Finally,
example
bro.
of it there.
Fucking Elijah
And he's
Moore,
gonna have
bro.
another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Now Watson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again.
Come on, come on, bro.
Getting
Come
this one
on.
all the way down inside the 20. To throw, Watson.
Bro, I should have just threw it to that nigga. It would have been a pick, but that's why I didn't throw this shit. Fucking bullshit, bro.
Here comes 2nd down.
Fucking bullshit, bro.
Watson. And that will be
Fucking
incomplete.
bullshit. I'm about to have to go for the field goal,
Dial up the
bro.
long one way out
Fucking
there,
bullshit with this fucking team. Nobody can get open on this fucking team, bro. It's fucking bullshit.
Watson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Fucking bullshit.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
Almost was a fucking pick.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, it definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fights him off, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
Of course, bro. Of course. Of course. Fucking garbage, the Browns, bro. Fucking garbage. Should have known, bro. I should have fucking known the Browns was gonna sell, bro. Should have known, bro.
Give to Etienne running right, and he'll lose yardage here. Back
like I should have known, bro. It's over, bro. It's fucking over, bro. Fucking bullshit.
As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this
bro.
one.
GG's, you deserved it, bro. Fucking throw 4 picks with Deshaun Watson. GG's, bro.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late
fucking
score,
Browns.
they get the victory.
No wonder they almost had the first pick.
It's going to be a little sweeter
bullshit
after this
ass
one.
team.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive?
Definitely not using the Browns for next game. Gonna have to use something better because that shit did not work. The Rams, the Ravens, the Saints, Steelers. Tampa Bay, Arizona. Let me try to play with Kyler Murray, bro. Give Kyler Murray a shot. Give Kyler Murray a shot.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway here on EA Sports.
Damn, that was a good hit, boy. Wasn't going nowhere.
To the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Spinning flame, spinning flames, spinning flames. Spinning flames, spinning flames.
And they'll begin by running.
Damn, bro, that red option was terrible. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You gonna clap on me like that too, bro? Like we not gonna do that, bro. You're not gonna do that. You're not just gonna do that, bro. You just not gonna do that.
Finds his running back, James Conner.
Like you just not gonna do that, bro.
Out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup.
Damn, Kyler threw a record to that nigga, bro. Boo that nigga Kyler. Boo. Not true. It's not his fault, bro. That what this nigga pausing the game for? Was it me or was it him? I'm confused. Was it me or I'm confused. Game paused though. Bruh. Yeah, fuck Madden, bro. I'm Madden this shit, bro. This shit.